George, I was trying to buy another house that I want to live in, and I have the 3.5% down for FHA, and I have good debt ratios and everything else, but my loan officer told me that I can't because of the FHA 100 radius exclusion limit for me to buy that other house with an FHA loan. What is that all about? Well, thanks for coming into thecreditjungle.com today. This is George Anderson.
George of the jungle, strong as he can be.
And this rule, I'm just going to give a real 10,000 foot view of this one, because there are a lot of different workarounds and exceptions on this. But basically what FHA is doing is trying to, FHA, unlike Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, has no interest in helping a real estate investor build a rental portfolio. Okay, that is not FHA's mandate, and it's not VA's for that matter, or USDA for that matter. All of your government insured loans, their focus is on one thing: owner-occupied primary residence for people that are trying to, and it doesn't have to be your first home, but for people who are just trying to get into a home and not depart, leave a home here that had a great interest rate on it and say, well, geez, I want to keep that as rental income. If you have a situation like that, and let's just say that your home has a rate that's in the threes, which we've talked about, these are actually a financial asset right now, and they may be for a while longer, but at least for the last 3.5 years it has been a financial asset if you've got an interest rate below 4%. And you say, well, this property would generate so much cash flow, I think I want to keep it as a rental property. I don't have experience as having been a landlord previously. This is one of the little stipulations in there as well that there's a workaround for. But I can make $1,000, maybe $1,500 a month in cash flow on this, and I have the 3.5% down to buy another house, and I want to use FHA here. Whether or not this is a conventional FHA or VA loan, FHA says, no, if you don't have the prior rental experience, if the next house that you're buying is within 100 miles distance, as the crow flies, not your circuitous driving through the mountains route, but a straight line on there, they say you cannot use rental income from this property to offset the mortgage payment and help you qualify for another house. Now, that's a mouthful right there, which is why I preface this discussion with saying that there's some exceptions to this. If this property, let's say it was a duplex and you showed that you had been renting it out and you have a rental experience on it, or if the loan to value on this house with an appraisal is documented below 75%, if you have a transfer letter from work and you really don't want to have a 90-mile commute when there's a property right next to the new job. Okay, there's a bunch of different exceptions in here, and I would highly recommend that you call me so that we can figure out if there are one of these carve-outs in this rule that would still allow you to have a property here within a 100-mile radius and buy a property here that's within that 100-mile distance there. But that's the purpose of this, is just to kind of limit people from trying to build real estate portfolio using a 3.5% down mortgage on there. Now, conventional, you could go ahead and get a conventional loan on that, and it could be owner occupied, and you'd have to do 5% down because you already own another home. You don't have the 3% down option. Or you could do a VA loan if you're a veteran and this mortgage is not a VA loan. So there's a lot of different ways to skin the cat on this one. So before you get frustrated because your loan officer told you that, oh, we can't do this loan FHA for you because the rule, the 100-mile radius rule, give me a call and let's take a look at all of the circumstances and find out if one of these exceptions might apply for you. So thanks for coming into thecreditjungle.com. This is George Anderson. Push button, get mortgage professional, and I'd love to help you with all of your financing needs in the future. Take care and have a great day.